Or a hypothetical question. So what if this movie becomes a big hit, and
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
And-
crossed.
fingers crossed. And what if Shankar sir comes to you and says you are going to be the hero of 3.0?
I would do it.
As a hero.
I have complete faith in Shankar. I have blind faith in him. He is a fantastic storyteller. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he wouldn't compromise for anything. And he will make me work hard. He will juice out the best in me, if at all there is anything. Yeah.
Shankar sir, we was talking about how every single time he comes to you, there's something new, something extra that Resul sir brings to the table. So what is that new thing that we can expect from 2.0?
He lied. He forces me into it, and he says, I bring it on. I cry every day. When I say he lied, I said it in a very humorous way. His stories lends itself to things like that. When we did Nanban, I thought we created, of course, the story comes from Three Idiots. It isn't a remake in that sense, but he sort of made it very original to the Tamil audience. All his film has that sense of, understanding the right mixture of commercial element. When I say commercial element in the mainstream space, because he is one kind of a artist who wants to reach out to the maximum number of people. So his sense of storytelling, where he wants to pitch his stories and what to tell, how to tell, it's all very fascinating for me. I think he's one of the very important directors of our time, because we in India are passing through a very, very difficult time in our business. A few years ago, when Avatar released in India, it collected over 55 crore from India. When it came to Fast and Furious, it collected over 110 crore. When it came to Jungle Books, it collected over 200 crore. And numerous other Hollywood films. You have to understand, all these films are taking away the resources from India without spending a single penny in the making of those films here in India. There is resources going out of the country. We as practitioners, we as filmmakers, we are business people understanding the filmmaking. How can we stop it? We can't stop it because it's a market economy. How can we contain our cinema? How can we keep our own audiences? How can we keep our resources within the country? Is to counter it in the same coin. Is to give out a vision which is equally strong, boisterous, good, fascinating for the people in our own country, our own people. I think that is the responsibility of every nation's sons. First and foremost, reach out to his own people and give them that fascination of what they are seeking outside our culture, thereby holding together our resources within the reach of our work. I think Shankar is doing exactly the same. So I consider Shankar as very, very important. Be it Shankar, be it Rajamouli, be it Bhansali. Very few handful of people within the Indian cinema spectrum is holding this together. That is the importance of their work in the mainstream space. A larger set of audience comes, a larger set of people come together and celebrate the work. So the resources or the celebration of the work stay within the country. We that's the only way we can counter the onslaught of Hollywood. Otherwise, we will be like what happened to French cinema. Everything will be swept away. Even though 20 films are only allowed to be released in China, Hollywood is taking the major share of market share in China. But only in India, 80% of Indian cinema is still domestic market. That's only because we are talking about stories of ourselves, which are fascinating. We are telling stories that belongs to us, that bind us together. which is, very, very peculiar to our story, our business. So that is the sanctity of people like Shankar, and I completely second him, and completely with him, So 2.0 is very, very important in that respect. We have to give, there's a time where with 5,000 rupees, you can have a home theater system at home. People are happy. You can watch films on your palm. People are happy, but we need to pull them out of it. Come back to the theater. We have to give them larger than experience life, larger than life experience to hold them together in the theater space, that's a joy, that's a celebration, For that we have to give them bigger meaning, We have to give them reasons to come out of their houses, because every filmmaking is an appointment taken by a family to go buy tickets, go there, watch it at that moment, that timing, find your seat, sit there, get your popcorns, feed your family. It's a big event, Not everybody is able to do that. For someone to do that, we have to inspire them with our work. That is exactly what Shankar is doing. That's exactly what 2.0 eventually will come out, will be doing to the Indian audiences. So I'm very happy I'm part of it.